Assalamu alaikum. Today I want to have a look at what freedom means. We often hear people saying that you should never take your freedom for granted. But I think this statement can truly be understood by someone who has experienced not having their freedom. And it's what I want to talk about today. So why is this such a great equalizer? Most of my videos focus on how you can help your mental health. And one of the things you can do is to be really grateful for what you have. And that's why I want to look at freedom, because freedom is one of those things you can be really grateful for. So what does this mean? Freedom means that you can be grateful for the time you spend with your family. Last few years I came across one of the strongest guys that I know who broke into tears because he was simply not able to spend time with his kid because he wanted to go to the park and he wasn't able to do that because he didn't have the freedom to do that. During COVID, I met someone who wasn't able to attend a funeral for their relative because of the restrictions at the time. Freedom is very important. We often don't make time for our loved ones because we're too busy working or too busy with life. In the process, we lose our kids, our wives, our partners, our parents, until it's too late. Why? Because you wasted your time and because you took for granted the time that was given to you and the freedom that was given to you. Freedom means to being grateful to be able to work or study what you want to do. Now, I know work and study can be one of the biggest stressors that we have in life, but it doesn't stop you from pursuing your passion. Even if you don't enjoy your 9 to 5, you can still do part-time study on the side, working towards your passion. Even if it means doing one subject a semester, it means you're working towards your passion and you have the freedom to be able to do that. Because those without freedom, they can't work towards their passion, but you have the opportunity to do that. Means being able to see the sky, to take a walk at night, to see the sunset, to see the red moon. A few nights ago, there was a red moon out, and for the last few years, I didn't have the opportunity to be able to see the sky at night, to be able to just walk out and just be able to see something like that. I was really grateful to God for. And you have the same opportunity when you have the freedom. So make time for those little things. They are important. Freedom means being able to go to support your local team. A little while back, I visited and watched a team play. And just to be able to be in the ground, I was so grateful for. Even if it meant being in the parking lot for a few hours, it didn't matter because you have the freedom to be able to do something which people without their freedom can't do. If you continue to fit too much into your schedule, you will continue to rush, and you won't make time for the important things in life. Think back to, say, 5 years ago or a bit longer where you had an important milestone in your life. And think back of how quickly that time has gone. It feels like yesterday. That's because we're rushing. Our time is flying. We're not using our freedom and health to do the important things in life. Freedom means you can stay in your place without being moved to a foreign place. Those without freedom don't have that luxury. I remember when I was in that situation, you could be moved to a different facility and you'd only have 30 minutes notice in some places. And then you had moved in with someone who you have no idea of, complete stranger. So being able to sleep in your own room, even if it's a small place that you stay at, be grateful. You don't need a big mansion or a big house. Be grateful for what you have because many people sleep on the street. And freedom allows you to appreciate that. Freedom means you can hug your wife, spend time with her. When you don't have the freedom, you don't get that privacy. Cherish every second you have with her because it can be over one day and you'll never get that opportunity back. So really cherish that. Freedom means being able to go to the park to play with your kids or playing with your nephew or playing with your loved ones. It's so important. We work so hard and we don't make time for these little things. And before you know it, your children could be all grown up and you've missed that time and you're not going to get it back. Freedom means being able to appreciate your most favorite foods. Biryani, butter chicken, pasta, pizza, even appreciating junk food sometimes. You don't get that when you don't have freedom. I remember coming across many young men and older who just wanted to be able to go to McDonald's or KFC and get a burger, go to the beach, and just sit there and have the breeze blowing across them. You don't get that when you don't have freedom. So make time for that. Freedom means you can work on your health. When you don't have your freedom, you lose your health quickly. You can go take a walk, you can take a run, you can start yoga, you can do so many things with your time. Remember, a billionaire who doesn't have his health or her health will give you all their money for your health. So if you have your health, you already have more than what that billionaire have. So you're already richer than that person. Just like with most things, we don't realize the important things in life until you've lost it. Put it simply, realize how important your freedom is and don't take it for granted. Spend time with your loved ones. Don't take them for granted. Spend time with those that matter and get away from the busyness of life. It says in Surah 63, verse 10, when our life is over, we're going to ask God if we can go back to our life so we can do good. We can help the poor. We can spend time with our loved ones. We can be grateful for the sunset. But it's too late by that stage. When that moment and time is gone, you don't get that opportunity back. Time is so much more important than money and monetary goals. So focus on your freedom. Focus on your loved ones. Focus on your health. That's more important than focusing on any monetary goals that you may have in life. I hope you can make the change, inshallah. Thanks for your time. Assalamu alaikum.